Well, what's going on, Cardinal Nation? Man, very rough game tonight as we got shut out in this one, and this game was not close, unfortunately. But thankfully, the Cubs did not hit 8 home runs in this one like they did on Friday. But we lose 11-0. As congratulations to them, they take 2 of 3 from us, and uh, yeah, and starter Eric Fetty, who's started out the season pretty well, but kind of ever since he had that complete game shutout, which was back in the middle of May, he has not been that great. He's been really rough his past couple starts, and with the trade deadline coming up in less than a month, definitely would not be surprised at all if he gets traded. So, um, and yeah, so I mean, not surprised, but just definitely disappointing after that thrilling comeback yesterday. Uh, and for us to not score a run in this one again is definitely disappointing for sure. So, also before the game, the All Star rosters were announced, and representing the Cardinals in the All Star game will be Brendan Donovan. And, well, I kind of expected it would be Brendan Donovan, uh, as he's had a breakout year. He has been batting around 300 all season long. In fact, in May, he was batting like 330. Looked like he was on pace to win the batting title. But he's slowed down a bit, but is going to be an all star for the first time in his career. So that's a big milestone for him. And surprisingly, at least in my opinion, Sonny Gray is not an all star, though he could technically still be one if one of the players gets hurt and is not able to play. Uh, and if, you know, Gray could potentially replace him uh, on the roster. So he could still end up being an all star after all. So, but we'll just have to wait and see. Cubs would take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. RBI single by their all star center fielder P. Crow Armstrong. That'll make it 1-0. And in the top of the second, we had a runner in scoring position, Thomas JC, with a double, but he would be stranded. Back to back strikeouts. And then Eric Fetty would be done after just an inning and a third, after giving up 3 runs and would walk 4. Would not strike out a batter. And I believe this is the second straight start that he has not struck out a batter. His last time out, which we lost 7-0 to the Pirates last Monday, he did not strike out a batter. So, John Keane coming in just the second inning, probably not used to that. Kyle Tucker with a 2-run single. Those runs were charged to Fetty. So that would make it a 3-0 Cubs lead. I mean, it was still early on, so anything can happen. But then at the bottom of the third, a single and then a walk, and then 2 straight singles. RBI single by Reese McGuire to make it 4-0. Then Matt Svanson coming in. He'll give up 4 straight runs. 2 of them, though, were on groundouts, and then a sac fly by Tucker, and then an RBI double by Seiya Suzuki to make it 8-0 after just 3 innings. So, yes, there's still a lot of game left, but coming from 8 runs down is not easy. And they then go up 9-0 in the bottom of the fourth. RBI triple by Nico Hoerner. And then a ground out by McGuire to make it 10-0. So we were down by double digits. And Hoerner was just a home run away from the cycle. Getting at least one more at bat. Needing a home run for the cycle. And in the bottom of the fifth, the Cubs make it 11-0, a solo home run by Seiya Suzuki. For Suzuki, who he was surprisingly not on the All-Star team. This is 25th home run and Major League leading 77th RBI. So that'll make it 11-0 off of Svanson. Then Riley O'Brien would come in. So for Svanson, the rookie, who's had actually a fairly good season, he would give up 3 runs, actually 4 runs. One of them was an error. And So 2 scoreless innings from Riley O'Brien, and an inning third scoreless from Kyle Leahy. So nice job by those two out of the pen. But Cubs starter and first-time All-Star was just announced, Matthew Boyd, with a second straight scoreless outing against the Cardinals. He would go 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, struck out 9. He's had an outstanding year, a breakout year, after not pitching much the past couple years due to injuries. So, and Nico Horner, who came up in the bottom of the 6th, needing a home run for the cycle, would ground out. And that would be his final at-bat of the game. And yeah, outside we had a bunch of chances in this game. We had 6 hits, but just couldn't get anything across. So went 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. So 2 of the 6 hits were by the ex-Cub Wilson Contreras. So yeah, so we'll have off day Monday, and we'll come back home and host the Washington Nationals for the first of 3 and first of a 6-game homestand leading into the All-Star break. And the Nationals, who we swept back in May, they just fired their manager and general manager literally just hours after their game today. So, and honestly, that's sort of a surprise, but also sort of not almost. They've had a bit of a rough season. They do have quite a bit of young players and talent on that team. So, but yeah, so, we've played well at home, and yeah, so got another much needed off day, regroup after this disappointing series in which the Cubs scored 27 runs in these 3 games. So, and 11 home runs. So till Tuesday against Washington, count was saying go Cards.